for the 7th year in a row. Get ready for the action. Get ready for the thrills and everything you can imagine in the world of aviation and beyond from the greatest air show in the world. It's Airside TV's coverage of EAA Airventure 2009.
Okay, good morning, and it's a very warm welcome from EAA Airventure Oshkosh, where the fun begins. I'm Jonathan Elliott, joined by Larry Grace. And Larry, it's great to be back here once more.
Jonathan, good to be back with you after about a 1 year absent from last year. It's great to be back here at Oshkosh with you, buddy.
It certainly is, and this week is looking like it's going to be a fantastic week, as it always is at Airventure. Larry, just tell us a little bit about what we can expect to see this week at Airventure.
Well, Jonathan, looks like we got a host of things coming in. White Knight 2 should be coming in today. We've got Airbus 380 flying in this week. We also have later this week the Tuskegee Airmen P51 Redtail project will be flying in with their new Mustang after rebuilt after a 5-year hiatus. Various acts and the wonders to see of Oshkosh.
That's correct. And Larry, talking about the Tuskegee Airmen, you chat a little bit later on to one of the reenactors. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, every year there are various World War II reenactors here, and they give you a little bit of the life of what it was like in World War II, what our grandfathers, great-grandfathers went through during World War II. There's a reenactment area set up here at Oshkosh, and we hope to take you through that a little bit, and along with some interviews and clips and a little bit of back history about what went on during the World War II period. That's
great. So stay tuned here on YouTube /Airside TV and airsidetv.com, and we're going to bring you some great show stuff this week. Sit back and enjoy it.
Good morning. Welcome to Airventure. I've got Joel sitting here, Larry Grace here. We're this morning standing next to this beautiful P40, and Joel's one of the World War II reenactors that you'll find out here at Oshkosh. And this morning we just happened to get lucky and catch him as he's walking by, and he's going to give us just a little bit of history about the P40 and the Tuskegee Airmen when they flew this one.
Larry, what I'd like to tell, well, first, let's say good morning.
Buddy, good to see you.
What I'd like to tell you is that the P40 was flown by the 99th Fighter Squadron.
Okay.
And these were the Tuskegee Airmen. They went to North Africa in April of '43, and they were given the P40, and they flew that model. There was one difference between this model and the model that they flew. The model they flew had a Merlin engine in it, the same as the Rolls-Royce engine.
Yep.
This is the Allison-powered, but it was a great aircraft overall.
You were pointing out something earlier, the difference on the how to tell the difference between the two on this one?
And that has to do with the scoop.
Okay.
This is the Allison-powered engine, and it would have the scoop above the engine. And the Merlin would have the no scoop up there because the air take was different.
Okay. Now, how long did the Tuskegee fly the P40?
All the way from, April of '43 until about June '44.
And they mostly flew this in the North African campaign?
North Africa, then Sicily, then into Italy.
All right. And this unit, the unit that flew this was the
99th Fighter Squadron.
Okay.
First they were attached to the 33rd Fighter Group and then the 79th Fighter Group. And one of their claims to fame with the P40 was over Anzio. You might not be aware, but the Tuskegee Airmen over a 2-week period shot down 16 German aircraft, the Focke-Wulfs.
Okay.
Yeah, and a few Messerschmitts thrown in too.
So they had a pretty good tally on that one.
Had a pretty good tally, yeah.
Okay.
Yep, and they were with the 12th Air Force at that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did they transfer out of the P40 or?
They went out of the P40 in late June, early July into the P51.
Okay.
And then they joined the 15th Air Force with the 332nd Fighter Group, which is 3 more squadrons of Tuskegee Airmen. And then they were based in 100 miles east of Rome at a place called Ramatelli on the Adriatic Sea coast.
Folks, the reason I'm bringing that up is later this week we're going to get the opportunity to see the rebirth of the P-51 Mustang that was in an accident about 5 years ago. A good friend of mine who flew that airplane, Don Hines, was the pilot. Well, the project has been reborn. We're going to see the unveiling of that later this week. Hopefully I'm going to get a chance with Joel and a few of the other reenactors and bring you something from that P-51 when that's here later this week. From Oshkosh, Larry Grace, Jonathan Elliott, my good friend.
Good to see you, Larry.
Good to see you, buddy.